Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in the defense sector.
In order to increase the military might of India and counter the rising security threat, the finance minister has given big boost to the budget allotment for defense. The total fund allocation for the Ministry of Defense during financial year 2022-2023 is rupees 5.25 trillion or $70.25 billion. It is a jump of rupees 0.47 trillion or 9.82% over the budgetary estimates of rupees 4.78 trillion in the last financial year. The FY 22-23 defense budget is 13.31% of total union budget, which is rupees 39.45 trillion. Out of the total fund allocated, the capital outlay for price services during 2022-23 is rupees 1.52 trillion or $20.38 billion or 29% of total defense budget. Capital outlay refers to the expenditure for the procurement of new assets or upgrade of existing one. The total capital outlay for armed forces has increased by approximately 12.82% compared to the last year. In financial year 2021-2022, the capital outlay was rupees 1.35 trillion, which has increased to rupees 1.52 trillion for financial year 2022-2023. The remaining fund, that is rupees 3.73 trillion or $49.87 billion or 71% of total defense budget in financial year 2022-2023 has been allocated for salary, pension and other expenses. The pension alone contributes to rupees 1.19 trillion for the armed forces, which has increased by around 3% from the previous fiscal year. Now let's look into the distribution of the capital outlay among the tri-services, that is Indian Army, Air Force and Navy. We are talking about the capital outlay as these funds are going to be used for the procurement and modernization of military assets. The Army gets the least share of rupees 0.32 trillion or $4.28 billion. It has decreased by 12.24% from last year. The Navy gets a share of rupees 0.47 trillion or $6.28 billion. It has increased by 43.11% from last year. This increase is aimed at acquisition of new platforms, creation of operational and strategic infrastructure, bridging of critical capability gaps, and building a credible maritime force for the future. The Indian Air Force retains its highest share of rupees 0.55 trillion or $7.43 billion. It has increased by 4.45% from last year. The budget allocated to the TRICE services is also related to their spend in the financial year 2021-2022. Indian Army had spent around 40% of its budgetary estimates, followed by Indian Air Force, which has used about 70% of its fund. The Navy had spent highest among them, 90% of their capital fund allocated. The spend shows how well Navy has planned its spend, and that's the reason they have got massive hike in the capital overlay of about 43.11%. Needless to say, the role of Indian Navy has increased in last few years with India's inclusion in Quad, Indian Navy being net security provider in IOR region and increasing activity of Chinese vessel in Indo-Pacific region. Additionally, to boost the coastal security, the capital budget of Indian Coast Guard has been enhanced by 60.24% to rupees 4,246 crore in financial year 2022-2023 compared to rupees 2,650 crore in financial year 2021-2022. The ICG plays a significant role in maintaining coastal security as well as helping the people during maritime crises and disasters. The capital budget of BRO has been increased by 40% to Rs 3,500 crore in the financial year 2022-2023 compared to Rs 2,500 crore in financial year 2021-2022. This will expedite the progress of creation of border infrastructure, including important tunnels such as Sila and Nechipu Tunnel and bridges on major river gaps. There has been increase by 5.3% in defense budget of DRDO. The total fund allocated to DRDO is rupees 11,981.81 crore in financial year FY 2022-2023 compared to 11,375 crore in financial year 2021-2022. As we all know, that 7 defense PSUs have been created from the erstwhile OFB. A total of Rs 3,810 crore has been set aside for these 7 DPSUs, out of which 2,500 crore rupees is for emergency authorization and Rs 1,130 crore is to handhold them in the initial years. Overall, if you see, this is a decent defense budget. There has been big push for Make in India with 68% of defense capital budget earmarked for domestic procurement, up from 58% in 2021-2022. Another push has been towards the R&D in defense. 25% of India's defense R&D budget is being reserved for private industries, startups, and academia. Also, an independent nodal umbrella body is to be set up for meeting testing and certification requirements.
This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.